This video will be an open letter to Mojang themselves. We've seen with recent updates how Mojang is taking mod ideas from the community like falling leaf particles, mob variants, shelves, etc., and adding them to vanilla Minecraft. Well, I want to make their jobs easier. Today, I'm going to be listing 10 Minecraft mods that absolutely deserve to have their place as vanilla Minecraft features. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, I'll see about turning this into a series, so feel free to drop even more suggestions in the comments below. Mojang, I hope you're listening, so let's start with number 1. NEMO'S Woodcutter. Kicking off the video, I want to talk about a suggestion the community has had for around the last 6 years. Ever since the stone cutter was implemented back in the Village and Pillage update, players have wondered when we'd see a wood variant of this block because of how dang useful it is for conserving materials. So the community has waited and waited and waited to no avail. I definitely think it's high time we get a woodcutter, and getting a new villager variant to go with it would be sick too. Right-click harvest. Farming in Minecraft can be incredibly repetitive, and I think we'd all agree that when it comes to tools, the hoe is definitely one that gets the least amount of use from people. Right-click harvest does a lot to remedy both of these issues. No longer will you need to break a crop, grab the seed, and replant it. Instead, you can use your hand to go one at a time harvesting and auto-planting your crops, or you could use your hoe to harvest and auto-plant crops in a radius, which makes things much more efficient and overall takes less time, all the while giving your hoe a use outside of breaking vegetation blocks or tilling the land. Model gap fix. One of the biggest annoyances I have in Minecraft is the fact that so many of your tool models have gaps in between them in various places, making for a really odd visual bug that once you notice, you kinda can't forget about. This seems like such an odd thing to have not fixed in the game for so long, and the fact that we need mods or resource packs to fix this issue is incredibly sad. I mean, these tools are on your screen 99% of the time while playing the game. How are they not fixed yet? Horseman. Horses in Minecraft have felt like such a lackluster means of travel for a long time now. I'm thankful that Mojang made saddles craftable so players can start using horses much sooner, but there's still so many quality of life features needed, and that's where Horseman comes into play. One of the coolest features actually involves bringing back a removed item, the copper horn. Using the copper horn, you can bind it with your horse by sneaking and interacting, and from there on out, whenever you blow into it, your horse will show up. This makes keeping track of your horse much less annoying, and speaking of which, there's even more quality of life changes in that department. Horses now have a set wander radius from where you last left them, so it's impossible to completely lose track of them. And they also feature a new inventory slot where you can place a lead, meaning you won't have to carry one on you at all times just to tie them to a post. Horses can also be ridden in the water like you can in real life. They no longer give you a mining penalty, so you can break blocks at full speed on horseback. Horses also don't rotate their whole body in the direction you're looking, so you can actually see. And you can even check the stats that your horse has while holding an item that horses eat. So much stuff is packed into this mod, and honestly, Mojang should just consider about every quality of life change that's present here. Cherished worlds. This one sounds like such a no-brainer to me, but why are we unable to favorite worlds inside the single-player screen? I'm sure you don't need me to tell you what other game already has this feature, but it just seems kinda silly, especially considering the fact that when you do delete a world, it doesn't even go to your recycling bin, giving you a second chance at restoring it. Which, by the way, delete worlds to trash is another good mod just for this reason. But with cherished worlds, your favorited worlds go to the top of your list, and it prevents you from even clicking the delete button. Minecraft has been around for far too long to not have this feature. Fast item frames. This was a mod I had no idea I needed until I first used it, and with the Copper Age update coming out soon, I feel like item frames drastically need a facelift. Basically, not only does this mod convert item frames into blocks so they no longer cause entity lag in your world, but you're also able to now dye them different colors similarly to leather armor, which, let's be honest, makes sense because these are crafted with a piece of leather. This, I feel, is really important with the introduction introduction of the shelf blocks. Many people like myself will be using item frames a bit less, and giving them extra customization would be a massive way to keep them relevant and used in builds for years to come. Status effect bars. Something that's always puzzled me is, why do I have to open my inventory to see how long an effect like poison, regeneration, fire resistance, etc. is going to last? This has never made any sense to me because Mojang already displays status effects on your screen at the top right corner, which should show a timer there as well, and that's something that status effect bars fixes. It adds the most subtle yet useful duration bar at the bottom of these status effect graphics, and is incredibly useful, especially when exploring in the Nether and you want to know how much longer your fire resistance is going to last when doing something risky. Needing to open a whole menu just to see this information has never made sense, and I really hope Mojang does something about this. Painting Picker. This is a vanilla tweaks data pack and not a mod, but why on God's green earth can we still not pick which painting we'd like to put on a wall? This has become increasingly frustrating with the addition of new paintings in recent updates, and it's just become an annoying RNG fest on when I'll finally be able to hang up the art that I want on my wall. Now, Vanilla Tweak's solution to this is simply using the stone cutter, which I know wouldn't fly in vanilla Minecraft, but something needs to be done here. Paintings are super sick and a great way to detail empty space in your builds, but finally getting the painting you want, or at least having a means to browse which paintings there are in survival, is severely missing. Cave dust. Something I never expected from Mojang was universal falling leaf particles being an actual part of vanilla Minecraft. It has done so much for atmospherics in the overworld, so why don't we take that a step further and add a subtle cave dust to the underground portions of the world? Even if it's only for caves at the deep slate level, something to make the underground feel more immersive would be stellar, and the community has already shown that it absolutely loves the idea of cave dust. I'm sure some wouldn't care for it, so a toggle in the settings wouldn't be a bad idea. Cubes without borders. I'm sure 99% of people watching this video simply will not care about this, but damn it, for all my brethren on PC that have more than one monitor, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's 2025, Mojang. Can we please get a borderless windowed mode? Every time I tab out of vanilla Minecraft, it completely closes Minecraft on my monitor and I have to reopen the window. Even when I'm doing something as simple as tabbing out to change Spotify songs, I have to reopen Minecraft and it just drives me nuts. I beg of you, Mojang, nearly every game known to man has this as an option alongside full screen and windowed. Help a brother out. With all that said, ladies and gentlemen, those are my top 10 mods that I would absolutely love to see as vanilla features in Minecraft in the near future. Let me know if you guys enjoyed today's video and if I should do a follow-up, because this was absolutely a ton of fun. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you guys next time.